Peace, peace, peace. So we'll come back, man, with a quick thought session. This is actually a quick story for y'all, man. But first and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house tries blessing y'all day. By His mercies we don't consume. We're alive in the Most High in your house tries body and two. We're naturally alive, man. I'm gonna get this, man, because I was just actually just picked up. Shout out to brother sent me a first one. I just picked up this book, Elders Protocols of Zion, and it's crazy because actually. I think the guy was Amalek or quote unquote Amalek or quote unquote Jewish that gave it to me, but he couldn't be. I could be wrong, but I was picking up that book at a bookstore, and he said before, because this book is really about social engineering and how to pretty much Amalek, the so-called the Caucasian Jewish people, how they move, those Edomites, how they move, and the social engineering that they did. So the guy, before he tells me. Before he gives me the book, he tells me, hey, just to let you know, none of that stuff in there is real. So I'm like, and my mom's like, oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to get the book because I heard this through watching Brother send me first one. I said I heard about this through like watching a video or somebody told me about this book. So that led me to believe that one, he's probably like Amalek, he's probably he's probably quote unquote Jewish, and two, most of it in there is like stuff that's in there is very true, and he, a lot of times, how they get. But anyway, but so I was sitting there after I got the book, like an hour or a little later. I found a place to sit down and eat, and I was reading this book, and I was just, there was this couple, Edomite couple in front of me. So they were just sitting there talking. It was an older brother and a younger sister. And so I hear them talking, and so the dad's like, Reuben, come here, Reuben. And it was a little Edomite boy, a little so-called a Caucasian or some white boy. So so I asked him. It was kind of weird, but I asked him like, hey, listen, is Reuben, is that your firstborn? It was like, yeah. So because it was a son and daughter, so it was a boy and a girl. So he's like, yeah. I was like, okay, so Reuben, it's like kind of like Reuben in the Bible. He was the firstborn. So all this is to say is that how spiritually, how even that goes into Proverbs 3 and 6, looking at for the Most High Yahweh in every aspect of your life, man, of your life, acknowledging them in all your ways, and this and that all, because I just found that crazy because I just finished reading that book, and and I just ran into ran into somebody that had a son named Reuben. It was the firstborn, but this all goes into putting, like we always talk about. Shout out to brother somebody firstborn, man. We had to put on the firstborn, man. That being put on Yahweh Shah. It's that's what the whole Jacob and Esau thing was about, man. When Jacob put on Esau's hair, put on his garments, or put on the hair stuff. That was pretty much him putting on the firstborn. We had the same the way we had to put on, put on Yahweh Shah, man. And that's just what it is. And we kind of talked about this in the video that we talked about with Reuben and things of that nature, how it lines up to Yahweh Shah, man. And but yeah, man, how we talked about in Deuteronomy 33, how Reuben shall not die, man. That's what the firstborn shall not see death, man. Like Yahweh Shah said, man. So we got to put it on, and that's what he gave us powers. That's what he gave us power to be, man. Like he says, John 1 and 12, what we read earlier. Yahushua came so we can get power for us to be sons of him and sons of him in the Most High, man. And that's just is what it is too. And then he say in the law, he says that all firstborns are mine. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So this all goes into getting Reuben again, being putting on that firstborn, man. So yeah, man, that's what walking in the faith of the Most High Yahushua, living according to promise and obedience to instruction. Man, that's just is what it is, man. So the firstborn, man, and because even on a natural tip, man, like my older brother, man, a lot of times a lot of burden becomes with being the firstborn, man, on a natural tip. But this also goes in spiritual, because a lot of times, even still to this day, my brother tells everything he went through. Because one, he's the oldest, from our generation of family, he's the oldest out of all of us. So a lot was put on him. That's why a lot was put on the Yahweh Shah, being the firstborn, man. There's a lot different. Of course, if you go through things that especially what background I come from. But as far as the middle child, even though what I went through as a middle child or in the youngest, it's different than like, you know, the first one, man, because, like, you know, as the first one, as the oldest, the responsibility, everything's on you. So that's why a lot of times a father gives everything to his firstborn. Now, depending on the situation and the scenario, sometimes he packages, because sometimes the firstborn son, the oldest son, could be an idiot, but so then he gives it to the second son. But most majority of the time, he prepares it for his firstborn son, man. Just like the Most High did with your house shop, man. So that's what it is. That's why he said, like, you know, your house shop say you got to count the cost, man, if you want to be the firstborn. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go into this, man. Hopefully this is edifying. You know, it's well about putting on your house shot more, man. The most on your house shot, putting your house shot on the firstborn, man. So, and like, you know, like being that Reuben, like, you know, and also too that Reuben goes into like being the son of the Most High in your house shot, sons of God, because like we read in Hosea 1:10, you know that it says what it says. He said in the land that they said they are my people. These are my people. These are the sons and daughters of God. These are the sons of God, man. We're roughly paraphrasing, but and ironically enough, if you go into genealogy, Reuben's father was a Reuben. I mean, Hosea's father was a Reubenite, man. He was a prince of the Reubenites, so that all goes into that, man. So hopefully it's edifying. So peace.